Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Kristina accused of targeting Ava again. Alexis questions her parenting decisions. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Muncy, could face allegations of a second attempt on Ava Jerome's Mora West life. Will Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grun, come to regret her decision not to have her daughter committed, as Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy had recommended? Kristina meant to cut the brake lines on Ava's car, but cut Rick's instead. Kristina attempted to tamper with what she believed was Ava's vehicle, only to discover she had mistakenly targeted Rick Lansing's Rick Hurst car instead. As a result, Rick and Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, unknowingly became victims of Kristina's reckless actions, which could have ended tragically. Although the plan was aimed at Ava, Rick is now fearful that Kristina might take further action. Ava persuaded Rick to participate in this blackmail scheme rather than reporting Kristina to the authorities, leaving the door open for additional risks. For now, Kristina appears to have grasped the severity of her actions, but that may quickly change, especially once she learns about Ava's hold over the situation. Kristina won't like her mother being blackmailed by Ava, and she may retaliate. Ava's blackmail of Alexis is likely to upset Kristina. This revelation could awaken Kristina's volatile nature once more, increasing the risk of her losing control and attempting to harm Ava again. However, there's also a chance that Ava could offend someone else before that happens. Known for her knack for creating enemies, Ava might attract the ire of another character, which could complicate the storyline further. In such a scenario, Kristina could find herself wrongfully accused despite her innocence. Characters like Ava, Rick, Alexis, Diane, and even Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, might all suspect that Kristina has plotted another deadly scheme. Alexis couldn't go through committing Kristina, but she may live to regret it. In the end, Alexis decided against having Kristina committed, but she might come to regret that choice if Ava suffers serious harm. Ava could find herself in a life-or-death struggle after becoming a target, and Alexis might worry that Kristina is the one behind it, regardless of her actual involvement. If Ava survives a harrowing experience, she could implicate Kristina and reveal the truth about the car sabotage. A vengeful Ava might then go all out against Kristina, determined to see her imprisoned. According to upcoming spoilers for the ABC soap, Diane's warnings about the fallout for Kristina could very well come to pass, and will keep you updated on all the ensuing drama. Port Charles is no stranger to tension, but this week, the drama heats up in ways no one saw coming. As the dust barely settles from one family feud, a new fire ignites. And Kristina Corinthos Davis is at the center of it. Again, it starts with a quiet whisper at Charlie's pub, and ends with a full-blown confrontation in the Corinthos kitchen. Kristina, the once idealistic peace-seeker and now fiercely protective surrogate for her sister Molly's baby, finds herself in hot water after a new round of accusations fly. And they're aimed directly at Ava Jerome. Yes, that Ava. The queen of second, and third and fourth chances, the woman with a past more complicated than any soap opera script. Oh wait, and Sunny's current houseguest. Or is she more than that? Whispers have been swirling around Ava and Sunny for weeks, but Kristina's radar is extra sharp these days, especially when it comes to her father and anyone she believes is exploiting him in his fragile state. With Sunny spiraling emotionally after dropping his meds, Kristina's suspicions that Ava might be manipulating her way into more than just his guest bedroom have reached a boiling point. Enter the latest scandal. At a recent Corinthos family dinner gone wrong, Ava made an innocent comment about needing space and how Kristina always seems to be lurking around. Kristina, who's already been walking a fine emotional line, snapped. She accused Ava, loudly and in front of Sunny, Donna, and a horrified Olivia, of trying to turn Sunny against his own daughter. She claimed Ava was deliberately gaslighting her, subtly undermining her in front of Sunny, and even suggested that Ava was using her widow's sympathy card to climb back into Sunny's bed. Yikes. The fallout was immediate. Sunny, stunned and increasingly erratic himself, stormed out. Ava, classic in her Ice Queen demeanor, told Kristina she should really consider therapy again. And Kristina? She fled to Alexis' house in tears, only to be met with tough love. Alexis Davis, ever the lawyer and mother in equal measure, wasn't about to coddle her daughter this time. "You're not a teenager anymore, Kristina," Alexis said, her voice calm but cutting. "You can't just lash out at people and play the victim every time your instincts feel a little threatened. And you especially can't make enemies out of people who might just be trying." Trying? Kristina scoffed at that. In her eyes, Ava's not trying, she's plotting. But Alexis wasn't done. With arms crossed and the ghost of past mistakes flickering in her eyes, she took a deep breath and asked the question that hit Kristina harder than any insult Ava could hurl. "Are you really protecting your family, Kristina? Or are you using your role in this baby's life to assert control over everyone else's?" Oof, that one stung. Because truthfully, Kristina has been riding high since being chosen as the surrogate. It gave her a purpose, a spotlight. For once, she wasn't the family screw-up or the drama queen. She was the glue, the bridge between her sisters, the beacon of emotional healing. But now it looks a lot like she's cracking under the weight of it all. And if anyone knows what that kind of pressure does to a person, it's Alexis. Meanwhile, Molly, caught in the crossfire and still reeling from her own co-parenting stress with TJ, isn't sure what to believe. She doesn't want to alienate Kristina, but she can't help but wonder if her sister's protective instincts have turned possessive. After all, when Kristina showed up unannounced at Ava's art gallery earlier this week, hinting that she knows what Ava's up to, it looked a lot like harassment. And Ava? She's done playing nice. With Nina now out of the picture and her heart increasingly confused about Sunny, the last thing she wants is Kristina throwing public accusations that could ruin whatever fragile trust she and Sunny have built. In a private conversation with Carly, yes, Carly, Ava even admitted she might have underestimated how far Kristina would go to protect what she thinks is hers. "Carly, this girl isn't just defensive," Ava muttered over Martinez at the Metro Court. "She's territorial. And I'm starting to think I'm not the only target." Carly, to her credit, didn't jump on the anti-Kristina bandwagon. In fact, she offered a rare moment of insight. "Kristina's been through hell trying to find her place in this family," she said. "But as she keeps fighting battles no one asked her to fight, she's going to end up more alone than ever." A truce between Ava and Carly? Now that's terrifying. Back at Alex's place, Kristina is left to grapple with something she's avoided for a long time: her own patterns. The truth is, her instincts aren't always wrong. Ava does have a history of manipulating men, and Sunny is vulnerable right now. But Kristina's growing inability to separate intuition from impulse could destroy everything she's worked for, including her relationship with her family. Worse yet, if Alexis starts questioning Kristina's role in the baby's life, it opens the door to bigger conversations, custody, boundaries, and who really has the final say when emotions start to eclipse logic. Could Alexis pull the plug on Kristina's involvement if she feels her daughter is unraveling? For now, that's a question without an answer. But with tensions rising, alliances shifting, and Kristina's fuse burning dangerously short, Port Charles better brace itself. Because the truth, like any Corinne Post scandal, always comes out eventually. And when it does, not everyone's going to make it out unscathed. Stay tuned.